Hello students, how are you all? Okay, so you may have exam, first terminal exam in July. Approximate date is 21st July. Okay, so for 21st July, our syllabus for chemistry is chapter number 2, 5, 6, 10, 11, 14 and 15. Total 7 chapters will be there. Okay. Now, we have almost completed chapter 6. Total 6 chapters have been completed, and chapter 7, that is chapter number 11, is going on. Okay. Now, the chapter number 11, which is going to be there in exam, is very important for conversion reaction and for any other reactions, right? Okay. Now, we'll learn today very important reactions for board exam, and the reaction is Cole-based reaction. So today we are going to discuss first reaction, Cole-based reaction. Okay. Now, if they ask conversion question, if there is one question of conversion, so they can ask convert phenol to salicylic acid. Convert phenol to salicylic acid. Okay. So conversion of phenol to salicylic acid, or there may be question of write a note on Cole-based reaction or explain Cole-based reaction. So first of all, we need to take phenol. So this is phenol. Okay. This is phenol. First step is phenol reacts with NaOH. So phenol reacts with NaOH and it forms. So phenol, as we know, it is acidic in nature. So H plus will be donated from here. OH minus will be donated from base. So it will form H2O, right? H plus from phenol and OH minus from base, it will form H2O. Now what is left? So phenoxide is left, and here sodium is left. So it will form sodium phenoxide. So O minus Na plus is there. So sodium phenoxide is formed. This is sodium phenoxide. Sodium phenoxide. Okay. Now, second step is there is addition of CO2. CO2 is added, and next step is acidification. So we are adding H plus. So next step is addition of CO2 and acidification. Now, this acidification is done to convert sodium phenoxide into phenol. That means Na plus is replaced by H plus. So this acidification is done to replace Na plus by H plus. Okay, right. Now, this CO2 group is added at ortho position and it will form salicylic acid. So this is OH because second step is acidification. So Na plus is replaced by H plus, and this CO2 group is added in the form of carboxylic acid. So final product is salicylic acid. So this is salicylic acid. In textbook, they have not given mechanism of this reaction. Now, if you want to learn mechanism, that is not part of our syllabus. But still, if you want to learn how this product is going to be formed, how this product is formed, please let me know. I will give you another video. I will teach you in another video. Right now, I am not discussing mechanism of this reaction. Okay. Still, if you want to learn the mechanism, I will teach in another video. Okay. Right now, you just remember phenol reacts with NaOH. It is forming sodium phenoxide, and the reaction with carbon dioxide and H plus will give salicylic acid, that is OHCOOH on the benzene ring. Okay. It is also known as 2-hydroxybenzoic acid. 2-hydroxybenzoic acid. So in short question, if they ask what is the IUPAC name of salicylic acid, that is 2-hydroxybenzoic acid. Okay. Our next reaction is Remer-Tiemann reaction. Remer-Tiemann reaction. Okay. Next reaction we are going to discuss is Remer-Tiemann reaction. So in Remer-Tiemann reaction, initial reactant is phenol only. So phenol is initial reactant. Now Remer-Tiemann reaction can also be asked in the form of conversion. They can ask to convert phenol to salicylaldehyde. Phenol to salicylaldehyde. Okay. So if conversion is phenol to salicylic acid, that is Kolbe's reaction. If conversion is phenol to salicylaldehyde, that is Remer-Tiemann reaction. Okay. Now, the initial step is common for both the reaction. Initial step is phenol reacts with NaOH and it forms sodium phenoxide. So this step is common for both the reaction. Okay. Now this sodium phenoxide. So we are writing sodium phenoxide directly here. First step is common. This sodium phenoxide reacts with chloroform, that is CaCl3, along with NaOH. So chloroform reacts with NaOH. So sodium phenoxide reacts with chloroform in presence of NaOH. Now how the product is going to be formed, how intermediate structure is going to be formed, let's see. This Na plus will get one chlorine from CaCl3 and it will form NaCl. So this kind of product are not given in textbook. So please pay attention over here. Na plus will react Cl minus and it will form NaCl. What is left? CaCl2 is left. Now we have got sodium phenoxide. Now this CaCl2 will be added here. Now you may wonder what is happening to OH minus. So if CaCl2 is added here, there will be replacement of H plus. So here H plus will be released and this H plus and this OH minus, it will form H2O. Now you can ask the question, sir, why particular substance like CaCl2 or COOH is added at only ortho position? We also know that OH group is ortho para directing, right? So obviously we should get ortho and para, two different products, but we are getting only ortho directing products. So what is the reason? The reason is in resonance structure there is more electron density at ortho and para position, but if ortho position some reactant is getting added, then there is chances of intramolecular hydrogen bond. So intramolecular hydrogen bond possibility is there between H plus and oxygen of carboxylic acid. So because of this intramolecular hydrogen bonding, this particular product of ortho is very stable. So we are getting more amount of ortho directing product. So we are writing only ortho product 2-hydroxybenzoic acid. Okay. Now Na plus from NaOH, Cl from chloroform, it will form NaCl. H plus from S benzene and OH minus from base, it will form H2O. So this is an intermediate product for Remer-Tiemann reaction. Okay. Now it will react with 2NaOH. This step is not given in textbook, so please pay attention over here. It reacts with 2NaOH, so 2Na plus and 2Cl minus, it will form 2NaCl. So 2NaCl is released. Okay. Now so we are getting sodium phenoxide, ONA, 2Cl minus and 2Na plus is released. What is left? 2OH minus is left. So CH is having 2OH minus. Okay. Now 2OH minus at the same carbon, it is not stable. So OH minus from this carbon and H plus from here, it will form H2O. So H2O is released and what is left? CHO is left. What is left? CHO is left. So it will form CHO. That is aldehyde group is left. Last step is acidification. So reaction with H plus. So it will replace Na plus and it will form OH CHO. Okay. And that is known as salicylaldehyde. Okay. So we have discussed preparation of salicylaldehyde from phenol. So first reaction is phenol reacts with NaOH and it forms sodium phenoxide. Second step is chloroform plus NaOH, Na plus from NaOH, Cl from chloroform, it will form NaCl. H plus from benzene, OH minus from base, it will form H2O. So what is left? CaCl2 is left. So there is addition of CaCl2. This is an intermediate product. It reacts with 2 NaOH. So 2 Na plus and 2 Cl minus, it will form 2 NaCl. What is left? 2 OH minus is left. So 2 OH minus at the same carbon. So OH minus from here, H plus from here, it will form H2O. What is left? CHO is left. Now last step is acidification step. So we are getting replacement of Na plus by H plus. So this is salicylaldehyde. Okay. Now for the memory based reaction, if we want to remember the reaction like Kolbe's reaction and Riemann-Tiemann reaction, initial step is reaction of phenol with NaOH and it will form sodium phenoxide. So first step is common. The last step is also common. Last step is acidification. So first step is common for both the reaction and last step is also common, acidification. But second step, in Kolbe's reaction we are adding CO2, whereas in Riemann-Tiemann reaction we are adding chloroform. So only difference is addition of CO2 and addition of chloroform. Okay. Now Kolbe's reaction and Riemann-Tiemann reaction. Okay. Now remember, first is phenol. So first is phenol. Okay. Now first step is common in both the reaction. That is addition of NaOH. So addition of NaOH. Okay. Last step is common in both the reaction, acidification. So we are adding H plus. So we are adding acidification by H plus. Okay. Last step is common in both the reaction. Now this is Kolbe's reaction. Kolbe's. So remember Kolbe ki car. Kolbe ki car. Car means carboxylic acid. So here we are getting carboxylic acid here. Carboxylic acid. And for carboxylic acid we require CO2. So second step is CO2 in Kolbe's reaction. Kolbe ki car. Right? For Riemann-Tiemann reaction, Riemann, Ramu ka आलू. Ramu ka आलू. Alu means aldehyde. So last product is OH group here and aldehyde group here. CHO. Alu means aldehyde. So CHO group will be here. Okay. So second step must be CH is there. So there is addition of CHCl3 chloroform. So this is the technique to remember the reaction. Right? So this three step will form phenol to salicylic acid. This third step will form phenol to salicylaldehyde. So this is the key to remember the reaction of Kolbe's reaction and Riemann-Tiemann reaction. Okay. Okay. Now we'll discuss reaction of phenol with zinc. Reaction of phenol with zinc or zinc dust. So this is phenol. Phenol reacts with zinc. So zinc will combine with oxygen and it will form ZnO, that is zinc oxide. What is left? Hydrogen is left. So we'll get benzene. Okay. So phenol reacts with zinc or zinc dust and it forms benzene. So in conversion, this reaction is very important. If you have been asked to convert phenol to benzene, then you need to react it with zinc. Okay. Next reaction is oxidation. So if phenol reacts with chromic acid, let's say Na2Cl2O7 in presence of H2SO4, it will form benzoquinone. So removal of hydrogen from here and addition of oxygen at here, it will form benzoquinone. So what is benzoquinone? So this particular structure is known as quinone or benzoquinone. So this is benzoquinone. Okay. So phenol reacts with zinc and it is forming benzene. Phenol reacts with oxidizing agent like chromic acid, Na2Cl2O7 or K2Cl2O7, and it forms benzoquinone. So benzoquinone is release of hydrogen from here and addition of oxygen from here. Oxidation reaction is taking place, so it will form benzoquinone. Okay. So these are all reactions of phenol, chemical reactions of phenol. Okay.